Hey everyone, Big Pauly back for a brand new video, brand new episode of stuff I could be bothered to watch. That's right, a little review series that just I highlight over what I've watched in the last week or two. I haven't done one of these for a while, but I'm trying to get back into the swing of letting you all know what I've watched over a week or over a fortnight. But we do have a nice little stack of about 9 items, so let's just go through them. Okay, so the first item, I haven't actually got it on physical. I do have a Blu-ray version coming in the post very soon from UHD, and it's Brendan Fraser in The Whale. Yeah, I didn't see this at the cinema, so I did watch it on a streaming site, but I won't say which one. It's the only way I could watch it at the moment. But I did enjoy it enough to actually buy the Blu-ray. And this film is about a morbidly obese man that just can't get out of his house, and he tries to connect with his estranged daughter. He's also an online teacher as well, so he does have a lot of students, and it's about his daily struggles. It's about his past love life and a tragedy that happened, and just trying to come to terms with mortality and trying to survive and trying to pick something up without falling over. We've all done that. Yes. So far as the Oscar is concerned, I think Brendan Fraser really did deserve the Oscar for this. Although, if it wasn't him, I would have wanted Austin Butler. But Brendan Fraser did a fantastic performance. It couldn't have been easy putting on that massive fat suit with all those weights. But it must have given him an idea of what a larger person is actually like. And thankfully I haven't got to that point yet. But at one point I was on my way. But since October last year, I've at least lost 2.5 stone. So I'm going in the right direction. But I mean, a lot of the struggles that the character had in the film, I can't relate to because he's obviously so far bigger that thankfully I personally never got to that point. But I can understand some elements. Like, I mean, I have a pinchy stick. I have a pinchy up stick. You know, if I drop something on the floor that's like flat like a credit card, it takes bloody ever to try and pick that sod up. So yeah, I have a pinchy up stick just to pick things up that are in weird places and maybe are too small to pick up. So you can understand that. But performance wise, absolutely fantastic. He killed it all the way through the film. People were saying that it's kind of like based on like a play. I didn't kind of get that. I didn't really get that. It felt like a proper movie. And it's really only one location in the entire film. I think that's what they were probably talking about, because it's just one location and you can just do that on a stage. But as a film, I thought it was really good, beautifully told, and it showed your struggles and Brendan Fraser's incredible acting ability. So yeah, I'm also changing my rating system, by the way. Yes, I'm no longer doing 1 to 10. Everybody else does 1 to 10 or 1 to 5 or whatever like that. So I decided to just ditch it, be a little bit different. So we've got 3 different options. Yeah, we've got Big Pauly recommends, Big Pauly meh, or Big Pauly avoid. Yeah, so it's going to be those. So I'll just be a little bit different. Anyway, as for The Whale, Big Pauly recommends. Yeah, really enjoyed the film and the performance as well, and he definitely deserved that Oscar. Fantastic. So there we go. So that is The Whale. Next up, we have an Arrow release. That's right, Arrow. I'm on the Runaway Train. I've had this in the collection for quite a while. This stars Jon Voight and Eric Roberts, isn't it? Yeah, Julia Roberts' brother. And this is about a guy, Manny, I think. I'm pretty sure his name's Manny. It was over a week ago I saw it. Yeah, I know, I can't remember much previous back than a week. I'm sure his name's Manny. And he's been in solitary confinement in prison for, I think, a couple of years. They finally let him out onto general population, and as soon as he gets out, he decides to escape. You know, the prison goes into a riot. He escapes. Eric Roberts tags along with him, and they board this train. And unfortunately, the driver has a heart attack and falls off the train, and it becomes a runaway train. Yeah, it's kind of, what was that one with Chris Pine and Denzel Washington? Unstoppable. It's kind of like that, but obviously this was first. I think this might have been in the 70s. I think this might have been, 85. Yeah, 1985. I enjoyed this. I thought this was really good. Performances in this were fantastic. Oh, Manny, take me with you, Manny. Oh, Manny, don't leave me here, man. Yeah, that's terrible. Sorry about that. But I thought this was really good. Yeah, John Voight was fantastic in this. He was a horrible, brutal bastard, but he kind of had a lovable side to him. Eric Roberts was just like a little puppy, you know, wanting attachment and wanting guidance and just tagging along. It also stars, is it, what's her name? I can't remember her name. Rebecca De Mornay. Yeah, she is like a train operator. There she is. She's like a train operator that gets stuck in the main cabin with her. And it revolves around them on the train, trying to walk along the train to uncouple, you know, the carriages or get to the main cabin, you know, the main driving cabin. And I thought it was really good. I thought it was really entertaining. Yeah. Picture quality wise, it's good for an Arrow, but it was slightly grainy, but I still really enjoyed it. Still really had a good time with it. I do feel that maybe this could have been made into 2 films, because at the beginning of the film, like I say, it was centred around the prison. I don't think they stayed in the prison for too long. That in itself could have been a really good film with these characters in the prison. And then you could have made like a part 2, which was the Runaway Train. So, yeah, it's a bit naff that they didn't stick around in the prison for too long. They were only there for about 15 or 20 minutes, and then they hopped on board. Yeah, so that's Runaway Train. That's on the Arrow label. Yeah, Big Pauly recommends, definitely. Yeah, give that one a go. Really good, entertaining, fun. Next up, we have Shazam. Yes, in preparation to watching Fury of the Gods, I decided let's just watch the original. It's been a little while since I've seen it. I do remember it, but I just wanted to get back into it and remind myself. And this is good. This is good, entertaining fun with Zachary Levi playing Billy Batson. This is actually, I just realised this. I thought my eyes were doing my head in then, but no, I think it's a French release. I think it's the French Steelbook. Yeah, because it includes the 4K, the 3D Blu-ray, and the Blu-ray. I think that's why I went for that one, because it had the 3D in it. Yeah, and it's, you know, superheroes. There's this ancient like curse thing with the 7 deadly sins, and this old wizard is trying to find someone that can harness the power and carry on his legacy to protect the world against the 7 deadly sins. And it chooses Billy Batson, who's this young teenage boy, and every time he says the word Shazam, he just turns into this big bumbling superhero, like Superman, but with the IQ and personality of a teenage boy. So it's a fun film, a really fun film. I am going to be watching the second film very soon because of my problems that I had with my eyes and balance and everything. I just didn't want to go to the cinema. I wasn't feeling good for the last week or so. But definitely going to get to the cinema in the next couple of days to watch out the second film. But so far as Shazam, the original film, Big Pauly does recommend this. It's a good DC film. Definitely. Okay, next up, also in preparation for something big that's coming this way. Yes, oh God, I can't look at that. Oh, my eyes have been doing my head in. That don't sound right. Yeah, my eyes have been doing my head in for the last week. I've had like blurred vision and double vision. And now looking at this lenticular, that's not good. Yes, don't look at a lenticular when you've got dodgy eyes. Let me just take that out, and I'll take the steelbook out. There we go. Yes, so John Wick. What can I say about John Wick that hasn't been said before? Keanu Reeves, John Wick, a retired killer, assassin, trying to have a nice little life with his wife, and tragedy strikes. His wife dies. Oh, spoiler. And he tries to go on, but his old life brings him back in, and he starts going on missions to eliminate people. And you know what John Wick is like. John Wick with a gun is like me with a Twix. You just can't put it down. Yeah, don't set him off. Yeah, this is a fantastic film. One of the best action films of all time. I love that edition as well. And 4K for this is absolutely stunning. I watched the 4K. My God, that is a stunning 4K. I can't say anything more about John Wick. The cinematography, the choreography. Can I think of another word that's got ography on the end of it? This is not going to be a serious review, you know. Yeah, I just love it. Yeah, definitely Big Pauly recommends. Definitely. Yeah, if you haven't seen John Wick, why the hell have you not seen John Wick? Get your ass and watch John Wick now. And of course, after John Wick, I decided to watch John Wick Part 2. Well, Chapter 2. Yeah. Yeah, get measured up, mate, for your suit. Yeah. Again, another fantastic film with a steelbook with a loose disc. Yes, there we go. The continuing adventures of John Wick as he goes up against another marker and more killing people, and a really good a kind of an underground tunnel shoot up in, is it Italy? I think it's Italy or some European country. I can't remember. This also stars Ruby. What is her name? Ruby Rose. Is it Ruby Rose? I think it's Ruby Rose. She was in Orange is the New Black. Yeah, she's not really that much of an actress. You know, she's not that good. Plus, she looks like a 10-year-old boy as well. But but she wasn't the main focus of the film. There's better actors in the film. I just need to watch Parabellum next, the third one, before the fourth one. But John Wick Chapter 2, as good as John Wick as good as John Wick Chapter 1. I would say I don't think there's been a crap John Wick film at all. So definitely Big Pauly recommends. Yep. Next up we have Line 1, or as I like to call it, Linny 1. Yes, this was sent over by the guys at Fetch Publicity for me to review. I also have got a giveaway at the moment on one of my videos on the review of this, so if you want a chance to win it, going for the competition. It's 1980s. It's set in Berlin before the fall of the wall. Fall of the wall. We're all bleeding rhyming today, Paul. Yeah. And it's about a young woman that's broken up with her boyfriend, and she just likes to hang around the German underground system in the hopes that she'll find him because he's a rocker. And there's lots of weird people hanging about the underground in Berlin. It plays out pretty much like a stage production, so it hasn't got the grand scale of Grease or The Greatest Showman. It feels more like it's been recorded on an actual stage production in a theatre. There's some catchy songs in it. They're all in German, so you have to read the subtitles along the bottom. I would have preferred to have a dubbed soundtrack in English. It would have been easier to follow, I think. Having to try to watch the songs, the dancing, and read the subtitles at the same time is not always easy. There's some catchy numbers in there though. I had fun with it to a certain point, but I knew really it wasn't going to be my big go-to thing for a musical. But it was sent to me free of charge by the fantastic people at Fetch Publicity to review. So if you like musicals, or you like musical theatre, and you want to branch out into other areas of the world, international cinema, give it a go. For me, I would say Big Pauly, meh. But that's just me. But it was entertaining, but it's not something that I'm going to grab off the shelf if I want to watch a musical. But it was okay. Next up, we have Jude Law in Black Sea. Yes, actually, I have this on Blu-ray. I've had this on Blu-ray for quite a while. I think it was a Poundland pickup. Might have been a Poundland pickup quite a few years ago. But I was just flipping through the streaming. I don't know what it was on, Netflix. And then I saw it and I thought, hang on, submarine film. Dad likes a submarine film. I like a submarine film. Let's give it a go, because it's definitely one that I've not watched before. And I got to admit, I thought it was really good. Really good. Yeah. Jude Law. You have to get past Jude Law with a Scottish accent. If you can get past that, you can get past anything. Yeah, he plays a submarine, kind of like submarine captain or operator that works for a private company, and he gets laid off. He gets approached by this organisation that wants him to go searching for a German submarine that sunk in World War II, and it's got millions and millions of pounds of gold bullion, gold bars on it, and it's just sitting there on a ridge in the middle of the Crimean Sea. Crimea Sea, yeah. And he gets like a ragtag group of people together, submarine operators, some English, some I think one or two American, and a few Germans, and a few Germans as well. And it's just a submarine film. It's a bit different from the regular submarine films. There's no firing of torpedoes or blowing battleships up. It's just like the full Monty on a submarine. Without taking their clothes off, though, of course. Yeah, and some of the struggles that they get up to in this submarine. The submarine is not exactly top notch. When they first encounter it, it's as rusty as a bolt. It's barely holding together. So it's an old retired submarine, diesel powered, and they take the sub out. And before long, there's a lot of distrust among the crew. The English ones against the German ones, or the Russian ones. I can't quite remember. And then, of course, it becomes all about the gold when they get to the submarine, and how they're going to retrieve it, how they're going to enter this other submarine and bring all of this gold, these gold bars, back to the submarine. So I thought it was really good. I did think it was a really good, for a moderately low budget, unknown film. Because it's, when you talk about submarine films, the first things that come to your mind are The Hunt for Red October, U571, Das Boot, or Das Boot, and stuff like that. But you never think of like Black Sea. There is another submarine film I need to watch with, I think it's Jean-Claude Van Damme and Dolph Lundgren. So I need to check to see if I've got that in my collection. But so far as Black Sea is concerned, Big Pauly recommends it. Yeah, if you like your submarine films, definitely give this one a go. But just be warned, Jude Law has a Scottish accent, and it's not exactly a brilliant Scottish accent, but it's weird seeing him talking like, that's not Scottish. Waka the new, is that Scottish? I can't remember. You know what I'm like with accents. I can't do them. Yeah. Last up then, I watched this one yesterday. I watched World War Z, or is it World War Z? Who cares? yeah, World War Z, because it's all to do with zombies. Do you remember when we used to get these steelbooks from the entertainment store and they started numbering them? Wow, I completely forgot about that. And then we used to get these stickers, look. They used to put entertainment store stickers on them, exclusives. Oh, bring back those days. We had some really great exclusives. This was limited to 5,000. And this was this has got 3D disc as well. Yes, I love this. I hadn't seen this for a long time. Who was it who mentioned it? I think I was flipping through streaming on Netflix, and this came up, and I thought, hang on a minute, I haven't seen that film in a long time. So I figured I'd just yank the old Blu-ray out and watch the film, and it's really good. Really good. It's a really good, solid zombie film. You know, it starts all very calm, and then all of a sudden Brad Pitt gets thrown in the middle of chaos as he's moving with his family, his wife and his 2 daughters, to a new location, and there's just mayhem in the city, cars crashing, people running around, being eaten by zombies. And these are the fast zombies, you know, these are the zombies from Train to Busan. They're not like the Walking Dead ones where even I can outrun, you know. With the Walking Dead, with the World War Z ones and Train to Busan, I'm sorry, I'd never get away. I'm totally zombie food. Yeah. But it was fun. They went to various locations, and in the end, Brad Pitt, who's like works for the US, is it NATO? I can't remember. Is it NATO? One of those organisations, yeah. He's sent on a task to try and get a cure for it, because he does witness throughout the film. He does witness people that just stand there in the middle of this zombie people, and they're left alone. And the question is, why are these people being left alone? Why aren't they being nibbled? So it leads him to who? Yeah, not what. Yeah, the World Health Organization in Cardiff, where they've got viruses and they've got vaccines. I'm not going to say why he's gone there, because in case you haven't seen the film, what always made me laugh about this film is that when he goes to this place in Cardiff, the World Health Organization, which is called WHO for short, who do we find? Doctor Who himself. Peter Capaldi, yeah, is a member of WHO. I actually do remember laughing when that first came out, actually, because I think that was just before Capaldi was actually WHO, or about the time. But yeah, it's a fun film, fast-paced, lots of good action, some good airplane action scenes, mid-air scenes, lots of gun action. It's just a great, fast-paced zombie film. So Big Pauly definitely recommends this one if you like things like Train to Busan. So yeah, give that one a go. There we go then. So that is it. That is everything that I've watched in the last 2 weeks, I would say. I think I'd probably do these videos every 2 weeks, because I can't always fit in everything in a week. But that was a good little selection, actually. I'm really proud of myself for watching kind of like that much of stuff in 2 weeks. Yeah, so there we go. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you had a bit of a giggle. You know, this is not supposed to be anything like scripted or edited like that. I'm trying to do these as like a one-piece recording video, so it's going to be all over the place, and I'm probably going to say some weird crap. But also, I think, you know, the new rating system, I think I prefer doing the new rating system rather than giving it like 8 out of 10 or giving it 4.5 out of 5. You know, it's just something a little bit different. So there we go. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Like it by giving it some thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and share, and I'll see you on the next video very soon. Bye bye.